Hey, church. I hope you're having a fantastic week. Hope you're able to get outside a little bit, get some good vitamin D. I know it's hot out there, but, a minute or two won't hurt you. Hey, this Sunday, we're approaching the halfway point on our series called At the Table. And we've been looking at instances in which Jesus reveals truths about the kingdom of heaven over a meal or at a table with someone. And we've seen that encompass a number of scenarios, whether that is Jesus being invited to a Pharisee's house, or inviting himself over to someone's house, or even making a meal, as he did with the feeding of the 5,000. Well, this week we're looking at the story of Mary and Martha. Some of you may be really familiar with this story, but in this we see Jesus answer an invitation to the house of some good friends. And we see in that the dichotomy of two different people and how they approach hosting the presence of Jesus. We have Martha, who we know gets very distracted with all of the preparations that need to occur and the way that she feels like things need to go. And then we have Mary, who comes and sits at the feet of Jesus. And as you may know, the story is very short, but we have Jesus point out something really important in there. And as Martha gets very frustrated that all the things that she wants to happen aren't occurring, and Mary sits at the feet of Jesus, Jesus calmly responds to Martha and says, "Martha, Mary has chosen the good thing. One thing is necessary." That one thing is necessary, quote, is something so crucial for us. And it goes far beyond just an instance of hosting, but really how we approach our lives. One thing is necessary. What is Jesus pointing to in this story? Well, he's really pointing to Mary's decision to host his presence, to abide in his teaching, to listen and to obey, and to walk in the way that he desires. There's so many things in this world that we can get distracted by, so many things that are pulling for our attention. But Jesus says one thing is necessary. This morning I want to ask you, church, what one thing is necessary in your life? If somebody's to look at your life and they see the fruit of your actions, the things that you pursue, the things you spend your time, your money, your resources on, what one thing would they say is necessary? Please don't hear that as a guilt trip. It's a call. It's interesting how we get so swayed with different things. A couple of weeks ago, I had the opportunity to speak with a young man. He was doing door-to-door sales. And as many of you probably know, you don't want to answer the door all the time when you have a door-to-door salesman come by. But there was something in this where I felt like it was good for me to listen. And I listened to him give his spiel. It took about 30, 45 minutes. But after that was done, I said, "Now, hey, can I share something with you as you've shared with me?" And had the opportunity in that moment to share the gospel. And honestly, he received it with gratitude and joy, and we got to pray together. In that moment, I wish I could tell you that I was just happy to be in that place, but I had to fight in that moment. There are a lot of other things I would rather do. There's a lot of other things that were kind of vying for my attention. There are a lot of other things that I felt like I should be giving my focus towards. But in that, the importance of what Jesus says, one thing is necessary. And that is that we would know Christ and to make him known. So I want to encourage you this week as you think about that, as we look at that story together on Sunday, be thinking about that. In my life, what one thing is necessary? Because in that, I believe we find the true peace of life. It's Christ. Abide in him, for apart from him we can do nothing, but he is the vine and we are the branches, and Jesus calls us to abide in him. That's the one thing necessary. I pray you're encouraged. Church, I pray you have a blessed weekend, and I hope to see you Sunday.